Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy makes an unpopular decision, and Finn pays Liam a visit. Moment on the Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy wants to go home. Liam tells Finn what he needs to do, and Sheila's plans worry Deacon. At the Forrester Manse, Steffy and Eric are reading the review side by side on the lounge and move in accord to set their coffee on the table and cross their legs. Ridge, who has walked in, sensations at how in sync they're in, muses. You two really have this roommate thing down stroke, don't you? Steffy tells Ridge the kiddies are at the pool with Donna, and Eric lets her know he loves having them there and they can stay as long as they need. Steffy says they can't stay ever. Ridge asks what that means. Ridge reminds his son Sheila's on the loose and Finn's connected to her. Steffy feels she's been down from her hubby for way too long. It's time for me to go home. At Spencer Publications, Finn walks by and tells Liam he's there to make sure he's staying down from his woman. Liam warns him not to come to his office and start barking orders. The reason Steffy walked out on him has nothing to do with him. It's because he refused to cut ties with Sheila. Finn says he's told Steffy that Sheila will no way have a part in their lives. Liam thinks that's a great judgment, but he'll have to prove he's not vulnerable to her. Steffy sees it that way too. Finn accuses Liam of using Sheila to drive a wedge between him and Steffy and making a play for his woman. At Deacon's place, Sheila gives him a rather painful massage and remarks that he seems to be carrying the weight of the world on his broad, handsome shoulders. Deacon agonizes that if anyone finds out she's staying there, Hope and Brooke will have nothing to do with him, and he could lose his eatery. How's that for the weight of the world? Cleric curmudgeons that he'll meet a chiropractor after her massage, and Sheila cuffs him. She promises not to upend his life. Deacon mutters, "Too late." After the massage, Sheila tells Cleric to stop whining like a baby. Deacon thinks the massage picked up intensity when he mentioned Finn having another woman in his life, Steffy. Sheila wonders why he always has to rub that in her face. It was an unfortunate mistake that got out of hand. She'll continue to tell Finn that over and over again until he believes it, until he knows how important she can be in his life. Cleric rolls his eyes. Sheila reminds him that she saved Kelly at the sand. She recalls that Finn thanked her over and over again and called her mama. He doesn't see her as a monster, but his mama. She can see he feels that connection. Steffy and everyone differently can try to poison Finn against her, but she believes in that unconditional love and the bond between a mama and her son. At Spencer, Finn knows plenitude about Liam's history with Steffy, how he jerked her around and broke her heart further than formerly. It's not like that for him. Steffy's it for me. Liam mutters, "Steffy and your mama, it seems. If he loves Steffy, he needs to prove it by getting relief of Sheila." Finn smothers, "Of course, I'm going to keep them safe." Liam replies, "Of course? No, you don't get to use the expression 'of course' with me when you nearly let my son drown and Sheila had to save her." Finn argues that she's okay. Liam says he's missing the point. "Sheila was stalking you." Liam repeats that he has to get relief of her. He's not sure if Finn will have to put a shamus on her or whatever, but that's what he should be concentrated on, not coming there and putting him on notice. "Your words, your assurances, mean nothing to me." Do commodity. Finn declares, "You are right. I do need to do commodity, but so do you." He needs to stop smelling around. Just because his marriage is rocky doesn't mean Liam has the right to make a pass at his woman. At the Forrester Manse, Steffy tells Eric and Ridge that Finn apologized and promised to cover them. Ridge says they have heard all of this ahead and Sheila is still out there. Steffy talks about her flashbacks and admits that occasionally when she looks at Finn, she sees Sheila. Eric asks how she can indeed consider going back to that house. Steffy won't lose her hubby, especially not because of Sheila. Once alone, Ridge asks Eric, "Are you okay with this?" Eric's not okay with it and thinks it's bad and dangerous, but he knows she won't be talked out of it. She's hard-headed. I wonder where she gets that. Ridge says he got it from his mama. He wishes she were there, she'd know what to do. Eric says Stephanie would eat Sheila up and spear her out. They chortle. Ridge wants Steffi to have everything she wants, but Sheila's still out there and is still a problem. Eric nods. For everyone at Deacon's place, he tells Sheila he does not want her to have lofty prospects and also get hurt. Sheila adores him for minding, but she isn't giving up on a future with her son. I'm going to have a true relationship with Finn. Boy, it's going to start moment. At the Precipice house, Finn tidies up as he hears an auto pull into the driveway outdoors. When the door opens, he greets Steffy. He got her textbook asking him to meet her there. Finn tells her she looks beautiful and he's missed her so much. She's missed him too. Finn is hoping she's ready because they've piecemeal for way too long. He tears up. It's not the same without you then. Finn details why he needs her and asks, please tell me that you are ready to come home. Steffy nods. Yeah, I love you so much and the kiddies miss you. She wants to get also kiddies and come back. I want to come home. They kiss through their gashes. Forces amass against a reunited Finn and Steffy. Sheila Carter has got her work cut out for her. In the bold and the beautiful recap for August 31, 2023, everything seems to be coming up roses for Steffy and Finn. Seems being the operative word. Bold and the beautiful recap highlights in addition, Cleric tries and fails to temper Sheila's prospects, and Little Spew Liam continues to live up to his new surname. Now let's dig a little deeper into what exactly happened. Double trouble. Despite obviously having taken to life at the Forrester Manse, Steffy surprised her pater and granddad when she blazoned that she intends to return home to Finn. As for what's changed, not much really, but Steffy has decided to take her hubby at his word that he'll keep her and the children safe from his mama. Also, she really wants to be back in her own home with Finn, and indeed, though she sees Sheila every time she looks at her hubby, she refuses to give up. She's not losing her family because of that psycho. A dissatisfied Ridge groused about his son's stubborn determination and declared her hard-headed. To that, Eric wondered where she got that from. After compactly deliberating, father and son both decided it was from her same-named grandmother. Ridge waxed nostalgic about what life would be like if his mama was still around, and Eric claimed that if Stephanie were around, Sheila would not be. Steph would eat her up and spear her out. Meanwhile, Finn swung by Liam's office to make sure that he was staying down from Steffy. Liam laid the blame for Finn and Steffy's disgruntlement at Finn's feet and dared him to prove that he was no longer vulnerable to Sheila. And just how was Finn to do that? By relief of his birth mama? That's how. If wishes were nags at Deacon Sharp's, Sheila's attempts to form the knots out of the shoulders and back proved fruitless. Cleric was just far too stressed what with harboring her and putting his connections with Broken Hope at threat, not to mention his livelihood. And also there was Sheila's hot desire to achieve fellowship with Finn. Cleric was sure her attempts would fail, but Sheila wasn't. No, she believed in the unconditional love and bond between mama and son, and she was certain that she and Finn could forge a true relationship. And what's more, she intended for it to be that veritably day.